Hey Libra, welcome to my channel. This is your March 2020 reading. I hope that all of you guys are safe, during this time where the world is in a little bit of a frenzy. And yeah, let's see what the universe always has messages for us, no matter how stressful or non-stressful our lives may be, right? So the interesting thing is, Libra, I was in the middle of filming or recording your video a moment ago, and that was interrupted. And usually I take those types of signs as some form of a message for you guys, for any sign of the zodiac that that I'm reading for. And Libra, and I hope that I said Libra in the beginning of the video. I'm sorry, guys. Because I'm speaking, so this reading is for Libra. And Libra, there seems to be something that's lingering, or something that you need to stand up to. And it has something to do, for some of you, it has something to do with family, ancestors, family lineage. Okay? This energy is also connected to how you interact, or how you interact with others, or who you connect with, right? So whatever you dealt with your family, Libra, may have something to do with the type of people that you affiliate yourselves with, excuse me. There is a need to wipe the slate clean. And if, for those of you who find it taxing and hard to wipe the slate clean, to start over anew, the universe may step in and do it for you. And that a lot of the time it's not easy to experience that, right? Now, like I said, I tried filming your video earlier, but it got interrupted. I feel for some of you all, there may be some things, they could be little things or big things, that just kind of stop you in your tracks when you're in the middle of trying to accomplish something. Yet there is, and it could be physical things, it could be in regards to work, it could be a family situation, or it could be some type of karmic or spiritual or emotional energy that kind of just causes you to pause and focus on that thing. What I'll say, Libra, from the cards that were pulled, which I will show you in a moment, your circumstances, and I've said this to a few signs, it's like, now is not the time to focus, allow your circumstances to dictate or determine how you address your problems. Also, if this has something to do with family, which I feel strongly it's about family, or your past, or a past life, you have to face that thing, whatever that thing is, that is causing you to either run away from friendship or to make the wrong type of friends. Feeling you need to depend on friends or family to feel wholesome and whole within yourselves. You first have to find that within yourselves before you can manifest it within someone else. Courage is needed here, Libra. A leap of faith. Not being so... There could be those of you who are a little uptight. You take things very literally. You're very... Some of you all are very blunt in the way you communicate, or you take things in a very blunt way. Instead of realizing that everyone expresses themselves differently, And everyone is different. Everyone is their own individual, including yourselves. You guys are not exempt from that, right? So there could be those of you who have been brought up, like maybe you're, I'm sorry guys, I live on a very busy street. So like, again, this is very interesting, Libra. This is the second time that I have tried to record your video, and there has been distractions. So I feel like there is something in regards to your mind, because you guys are an air sign. There is something in regards to you. I feel like you do need to spend time with people who make you feel safe, who are going to ground you or help you ground yourselves. Not allowing your distractions to deter you or to keep you from the task at hand. And dealing with the task at hand wisely and with a level head. Not allowing your thoughts to get to you based on what someone else has told you in the past, based on how your parents may have raised you, right? Excuse me. And for some of you, you may have parents when you were younger. They may not have been heartfelt individuals. They may have raised you in a way to be a little coarse, and they raised you with logic and instead of emotion. There was an imbalance in that. Some of them, some of your parents may have tried to push certain beliefs onto you. You have control of your lives, right? So the overall energy for you, Libra, is the Fool. Again, the overall energy is there is a need. If this need hasn't been met yet, there is a need for you all to deal with things in much more of a light-hearted way, not taking things so heavily, right? Because that's hurting your brain. It's hurting your thought process. So when it comes to conversation or how you deal with other people, maybe there is a need for you to just realize that you're your own person, and but also not to project that onto other people, and also not allowing other people to project their beliefs onto you. It's about understanding that the people that you're interacting with, that they're individuals. And people who do wrong towards you, Libra, for those of you who are dealing with someone who is disrespectful, who makes you feel like you have to put a wall up, understand that that person is an individual, right? And they have control over how they react to anything, right? And if they choose to react in a negative way, that's not up to you to be controlled by that, right? It's understanding how to live as an individual, not as someone who is being told by the masses how to deal with life. Not allowing what your family may say, what a group of people may say about your decisions. It's understanding it doesn't matter what religion you were brought up under. If there are those of you who were brought up to believe in a certain deity or believe a certain thing, that doesn't mean that you have to believe in that thing. You have to believe in that religion because you choose to, not because your parents said, not because it's tradition. Not saying that tradition is a bad thing, but if you want to believe in something, believe in it because you know in your heart that you identify with that belief, not because someone else said, oh, this is right, you should be a part of it. Right? So we have the 9 of Staves here. So once again, this is speaking about courage. It's speaking about taking a stand against what other people are saying is normal, taking a stand against what other people are saying things are supposed to be. Okay? And you see how this person is by themselves with all of these. There are these wands that are coming at them, and they have, they have a wand in their hand. This person is by themselves. It doesn't matter who's coming after them. They have their one wand ready. They have things that are they have some things that they need to stand against by themselves. Okay? So this situation, Libra, is a battle that you're going to win if you recognize certain things that the universe is showing you. This is not a battle that can be fought with other people. No one can get in the way of this or fix this for you. This is a situation that you alone have to tackle and come to an agreement or come to the conclusion of on your own. No one, like I said, the individual, no one can tell you how to deal with this situation, right? Have courage to stand your ground against your obstacles, whatever that obstacle may be. Okay? Now we also have the Ace of Staves, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is, again, very beautiful. This is beautiful energy. This is starting afresh, new discoveries, new beginnings, passions, maybe new passions, right? There may be something, a way of living that you may have never thought was an option for you. But now, in the month of March, it's time to realize during Aries season, that this is a fire sign season. It's a fire season. Well, it's coming in the next few days. But in Aries season, it's all about forward movement. It's about getting your hands dirty. It's about getting things done, right? So in the month of March, Libra, there is a need for you to understand whatever this situation is that the Nine of Wands that you need to stand up against. It's going to bring you this new beginning. Don't be afraid of it. It's a good thing, right? It's about opening yourselves to growth. Okay? This is not the time to shriek back and to hide from your problems. This is your time to address the issue head on and understand that you have options. You don't need to allow people to tell you what your options are and to limit you. You come to an understanding of the options that you have and you address those options. You utilize those options, right? Now, your last tarot card, you have the Three of Cups. Again, this is, now, it's about learning. I see this cup as prayer, okay, or speaking to the universe, or speaking to your creator. The Three of Cups is representing casting your worries into the universal, pretty much the universal ocean or sea, right? Just casting your cares and worries into the universe. Whatever you are afraid of happening, Libra, you have to cast that away and cast it into the universe. Let them help you with that, but face your problems. Okay? Cast your worries away and turn around and face what needs to be faced here. And I really feel that for a lot of you, could be for some of you, but there are those of you who are dealing with family issues or some type of inheritance or could be money. It could be a family trait, a home, a car. It could be anything, but I feel like it's bigger than that. I feel like this is family traits that have been passed down to you. And some of you all may feel like you don't have any option but to succumb or to submit to that karma, or that kind of that family curse, some people like to call it. It sounds harsh, but it's, you know, you feel like you can't escape your family because they're inside of you, but you're an individual. You don't have to do what other, and even if it's not your family, if it's a group of friends or society, if you guys want to move away from your family, and you may have a very close family unit, and you know there aren't a lot of you guys who move away from your family, maybe this is your time to actually move away. Or maybe there are people in your family who are doctors or lawyers, or people in your family who spend money a certain way or gain success a certain way. You don't have to abide by that template, Libra, right? There may be people in your family who believe in a certain who or have different political beliefs, or have different beliefs when it comes to culture or race, and you are beating against that and doing your own thing. Well, that's, you're an individual, right? So we have the Weaver for your advice, okay? And this card represents destiny, but also it also represents free will. So the universe has given us free will, but we've also chosen a certain destiny, right? Our souls are all destined to become something greater and better each and every day. We're all moving towards a certain goal of betterment of ourselves, right? There's a big picture here. So you don't have to tell people, when you realize your destiny, Libra, and you become clear about what your purpose is on this planet, there is nothing that anybody can tell you to do, or how, there's nothing anybody can tell you to act, or there's nothing anyone can tell you that is going to change your destiny. For those of you, if you feel your destiny is to heal people, or to be a humanitarian, or to be a politician, or to, some of you guys are tarot readers or psychics, and others of you maybe want to get into film, or be an artist, or be a mathematician, or a scientist, or whatever it is that you're destined to do as a soul on this planet, Libra, you have the free will to go about reaching that goal. You have in your own way, or you have the free will to express yourself the way you see fit. You have free will to keep or, give up certain connections with people. Okay? And last but not least, we have the Bear. It's that grounded, earthly energy, Libra. So there may be those of you out there who have been asleep for some time, for a very long time spiritually. There may have been a part of yourselves that you guys have laid to rest or put to sleep for a while. Maybe it's just because you don't want to feel pain, or you don't want to be hurt anymore. So you've put a certain part of yourself to sleep, and you've projected a different part of yourself to other people. That deeper part of yourself you may not be showing to people because you're afraid of being hurt. Whatever the case may be, Libra, whatever it is that is sleeping, it needs to be awake now. It's time to awaken that part of yourself. It's time to grow. It's time to do better. Right? Maybe those of you who like to be at home a lot, like again, that home body life, there may be a need for you guys to exercise and go out and go for a walk, go for a hike, go on a plane, or go on a cruise, or start going for walks more often. Changing your diet. Okay? So, what is something that you have inherited from your family, or something that you have carried with you from societal belief that you've carried within yourself for a very long time, that has changed something in you that's not you? Because if you're not 100% you and you're hiding a part of yourself, then you're not you, right? You're not 100% you. Every single part of yourself should be awakened, as best it can be. And if it's not, you have to address that, right? So Libra, make sure that you're healing. Make sure you're casting your worries into the universe and facing your problems head on. because it's time to start new. It's time to wipe the slate clean. Whatever is on this, whatever is on your plate that shouldn't be there, if people are passing you their plate when you already have enough on your plate, give it back to them. It's not your baggage, it's not your burden to bear. Don't carry what's not yours, even if it has to do with family. Your ancestors and your family lineage has nothing really to do with how you live your life, right? It doesn't. What society says or your friends say things are supposed to be has nothing to do with you. It's about their beliefs, not yours, okay? So be your own person, Libra. Be safe out there. Much love and light to all of you. And I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. All right, take care. Bye.